Well, this is a video of a test of a power supply board BN44-00619 is what is checked, the very bottom one that we ordered on eBay. This is the unique signature of the vendor there. And I believe they have one on the back somewhere, right where it is. And they've resoldered or replaced, it is not very clear, the MOSFETs in the power factor correction circuit here. Those are known to go bad. So they removed the silicone and either replaced them or removed them or whatever they did. Overall, it looks fine. But it doesn't work as it should. And we're about to decide whether to return it or try to repair it. I just want to record what does it do before we do either of those two things. So this is the board, and I have a meter here on the mine's rectified power, which originally when the board is connected to power, as you all see, it just goes to 165. Now if the board is activated, which happens through that connector here, the PFC jumps up to 380, 390, and when the MCU, which is underneath the board, senses that it's going up high enough, after it told it to go high enough, it turns on the relay, which feeds more power to the rectifiers. Originally it goes through the thermistor here, but then the relay clicks off and bypasses the thermistor. It's pretty standard for all power supply boards, plasmas. And we have this jig here that we use for testing the boards. I'm gonna stick that jig, and when I stick it in, the PFC will start freezing. Let me see if I can get a wider angle of this. Okay, I stick it in and it starts raising, and there should be a click soon. Yep, I don't know if you heard it, but it did click, and then it clicked on and off and on and on. It never raised above 265 or 270. And it was raising way too slow. I'm going to show you what I wouldn't call it a normal, but I'm going to remove that board. And in its place, I'm going to put one that I was working on until a minute ago. This is the same board. As you can see here, 619. This one was very badly damaged. Power surge, lightning strike, I don't know. You can still see all the capacitors on the secondary side. On the primary side, that was bad. That is still bad. Those were totally blown. Let me see. I actually have them somewhere here. This is how they look. This is one. This is the other. Something really bad has happened to that board. We bought it from somewhere. Somebody has replaced the same MOSFETs with different ones on the power factor correction circuit. Those, as you can see, are 220 with a metal back. But I spent half an hour with it, and now at least it generates the standby power, including the PFC activation when the board gets powered. I haven't tested the VS, I haven't tested those two yet, but this one turns on and the relay turns on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how a normal board responds, even with all those bad ones that are still about to be replaced. I replaced this one is unusual, we'll replace it tomorrow when we have it. Some of those are also rare, 100 volts, so those are all still about to be replaced, and yet when I turn that on, you see the same 165, that is normal. Now watch carefully what's going to happen when I turn on, when I connect that. It goes from 165 plug. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a wall here, so it's a little hard. So plug, not again, last time. 3 is a charm. A second later, it goes straight to 335. I'm gonna disconnect it. And it starts going slowly down. And I'll have to wait if I am to show you the same thing again. But a PFC is instant. It doesn't race slowly. I don't know why on the other one it does race slowly. I'm going to find out. If we keep the board, that is. And I looked underneath, looked around. My guess is it could be the IC. I've seen that IC go bad. Nothing around the IC seemed to be burned. I did test them. But in order to get to the IC, I'll have to be messing up with the board, removing the silicone underneath, and the vendor says we shouldn't do that. And they're right. I understand that. It's just that I needed that board working, and theirs wasn't. So that's it. I'm going to just stick it again so that you can see it's just charging really slow. But let me see if I can do that. Plugging it in, straight to 330, 395, no delay with the relay clicking and everything. That's how it's got to be.